girl had never done a single homework assignment in her 5 years of elementary school. Yet during one art class, she managed to snap 50 pencils in a row, but she wasn't drawing. The teacher, puzzled, went over to check and discovered the girl's paper was covered in jumbled, chaotic numbers. The teacher reminded her that this wasn't math class, but the girl didn't react at all. In fact, her writing became even more frantic. Left with no choice, the teacher forcefully took the paper away and ended the class. The girl's writing was cut off, but she didn't get angry. She just quietly stepped outside the classroom and stared blankly at the sun, completely ignoring the teacher's calls, lost in her own thoughts. Then came the school's anniversary. Art class projects were sealed underground as time capsules meant for future students 50 years later. While everyone was enjoying the celebration, Linda's expression grew more and more grim. When the teacher turned to look back again, she realized Linda had let go of her balloon and disappeared. It was clear Linda hadn't just walked away. Sure enough, she had gone missing. The school staff searched high and low, from day into night, but found nothing. Then, in the basement, the teacher heard something. Opening the door, she saw Linda slumped on the ground, hands covered in blood. The teacher was stunned. Linda's fingers were still twitching. Out of instinct, the teacher glanced at the door and realized Linda had been using her own blood to finish writing the sequence of numbers that had been interrupted earlier. She kept muttering, "Don't stop, don't stop." The teacher felt a chill up her spine, but ultimately dismissed it. 50 years later, the school followed through with the original plan and unearthed the time capsule, distributing the drawings inside as gifts to the new students. Some got rockets, others flying saucers. Everyone was thrilled, except for one boy who was disappointed to find only a tattered sheet filled with numbers. As the boy puzzled over the strange paper, he noticed a man in black at a distance, staring at him intently. Carl couldn't look away. Just then, a classmate ran over. Seeing what Carl had received, he laughed and called him unlucky for getting a worthless scrap of paper. Carl didn't mind, but when he turned back, the man in black had vanished. Carl felt there was something unusual about the numbers, so he took the paper home and told his father it might be a math riddle. At first, Jack didn't think much of it. He even used the paper as a coaster, but by chance, he noticed a string of familiar numbers on it. A former engineering major, Jack decided to jot them down and investigate. After breaking the sequence into parts and running them through some online databases, he landed on a possible date, 9/1/101/2996. Jack looked it up. It turned out to be September 11th, 2001, the date of the infamous 9/11 terrorist attacks in the US. The death toll? 2,996, matching the number on the paper exactly. Jack was unsettled. The numbers had been written in 1959 and sealed away. Could someone really have predicted the future? To prove it was just coincidence, Jack copied down all the remaining numbers, split them apart, and entered them one by one into the computer. Without exception, each date corresponded to a globally known disaster. The death tolls were all accurate too, but each set of date and casualties was followed by additional numbers, ones Jack still couldn't decipher. Even so, all existing evidence pointed to one conclusion: these numbers could predict disasters.